Get ready for an explosive breakdown of UFC 3011. Jamahal Hill opens up about his shocking loss, while Jiri Prochazka has some choice words for Joe Rogan. Plus, Dana White crowns Islam Makhachev as pound-for-pound king. But is he better than Khabib? Oh, and is a Makhachev vs. Muhammad showdown brewing? Let's dive into all the action. This is where the best in MMA collide. Jamahal Hill's UFC 311 showdown against Jiri Prochazka was nothing short of intense. On January 18, 2025, at the buzzing Intuit Dome in Los Angeles, Hill stepped into the octagon, ready to prove his mettle, but things didn't go his way. In the third round, Prochazka delivered a devastating TKO, ending Hill's night earlier than he hoped. Backstage, emotions ran high. Hill, a fighter with heart and grit, was visibly shaken by the loss. But here's where the story takes a turn. He didn't wallow in defeat. Instead, Hill took to social media with a message that hit home. He congratulated Prochazka and thanked his fans, saying, "My head is high, my heart is full." Talk about class in the face of adversity. And get this, Hill and Prochazka didn't leave the rivalry in the cage. Later that night, they met at a bar where Prochazka raised a glass. Literally, he bought Hill a vodka as a gesture of respect. It was a moment that showed true sportsmanship and left fans buzzing about the camaraderie in MMA. Sure, Hill didn't get the win, but he earned something just as valuable: respect. His determination to bounce back is a testament to his fighter spirit. He's not done, folks, not by a long shot. Jiri Prochazka stole the spotlight at UFC 311, not just with his win, but with his fiery response to criticism from Joe Rogan and Daniel Cormier. During the fight, the commentators couldn't help but call out Prochazka's unconventional style, keeping his hands low and relying on head movement. They questioned if his flashy defense was a risky gamble. But Prochazka, he wasn't having it. In the post-fight press conference, he went off, defending his unique approach. "FK them," he declared, shutting down the critiques with absolute confidence.
Fuck them. Fuck them. I worked on that so much, so I think it should be. You should see.
He explained that his low hand stance isn't a flaw, it's a weapon. By using head movement and impeccable distance control, Prochazka claims he can read his opponents and counter with precision. This isn't the first time Prochazka's style has raised eyebrows. Fans and analysts have debated his technique for years. Is it genius? Is it reckless? One thing's for sure, it's effective. His flashy movements and unpredictable rhythm keep opponents guessing, and his track record speaks for itself. But here's the kicker. Prochazka's willingness to double down on his style isn't just about proving the critics wrong. It's about rewriting the rulebook. In a sport where tradition often dominates, he's breaking the mold, and fans can't stop talking about it. Love him or hate him, Jiri Prochazka is a force to be reckoned with. His clash with Rogan and Cormier highlights a bigger question in MMA. Does innovation trump tradition? Prochazka's style may not fit the textbook, but it's certainly made its mark. Islam Makhachev is officially the king of the UFC. At UFC 311, Makhachev delivered a flawless performance, submitting Renato Moicano in the first round. This wasn't just another win, it was history in the making. With his fourth consecutive title defense, Makhachev now holds the record for the most defenses in UFC lightweight history.
He's already the pound-for-pound #1 ranked.
But is he yours?
Yeah, I'll give it to him.
But the real jaw-dropper? UFC boss Dana White finally crowned Makhachev as the #1 pound-for-pound P4P fighter. This is the same spot long dominated by legends like John Jones. White admitted, "I've seen enough. Islam is the best P4P fighter in the world right now." That's high praise coming from the top. And let's talk about that streak. Makhachev is on a 15-fight win rampage, just one victory shy of tying Anderson Silva's legendary record of 16. Even crazier, he's finished 8 of his last 9 fights. That's not just dominance, it's destruction. Critics who doubted Makhachev's ability to carry on the legacy of his mentor, Khabib Nurmagomedov, can now sit down. He's not just carrying the torch, he's blazing a new trail. His mix of grappling mastery, striking precision, and undeniable fight IQ makes him a nightmare for anyone in the octagon. So, what's next for Islam? Will he take on another lightweight contender, or is a dream fight with Kamaru Usman or Leon Edwards in the cards? The possibilities are endless, and the MMA world is on the edge of its seat. Imagine the possibility. Islam Makhachev, the lightweight champ, facing his close friend and welterweight king Belal Muhammad. Sounds amazing, right? Fans are buzzing about this possible fight. But is it even likely? Kamaru Usman started the conversation. He said Makhachev and Muhammad should set aside their friendship and fight. This sparked excitement among fans. But it's not that simple. Makhachev and Muhammad are good friends, and fighting each other is not an easy decision for them. Makhachev's manager, Ali Abdelaziz, added more fuel to the fire. He hinted that Makhachev's next move could involve jumping to the welterweight division. Abdelaziz even said Makhachev isn't planning to fight guys like Ilia Topuria or Charles Oliveira, so a fight with Muhammad could be in the cards. But here's the twist. Muhammad isn't so sure about this. He thinks Makhachev should skip welterweight and go straight to middleweight for bigger challenges. Muhammad doesn't seem interested in fighting his friend, putting their bond above business. Both champions have big goals ahead. Makhachev is chasing history. He's one win away from tying Anderson Silva's record of 16 straight victories. Muhammad, on the other hand, is likely defending his title against Shavkat Rakhmonov, a fight delayed due to injury. So, will we see Makhachev versus Muhammad? It's hard to say. Their friendship and current plans make it tricky, but in the wild world of MMA, anything can happen. Who's the lightweight GOAT, Khabib Nurmagomedov or Islam Makhachev? It's a debate that keeps MMA fans buzzing. Khabib, the undefeated king, retired at 29-0, leaving behind an unmatched legacy. But Islam, his protege, is making waves and building his own path to greatness. Khabib's dominance was simple but unstoppable. His wrestling and ground and pound left opponents helpless. Once he got you on the mat, there was no escape. His perfect record made him a legend, and his legacy is cemented in MMA history. Islam, though, brings more variety. His striking is sharper and his submissions are lethal. Just ask Charles Oliveira. Even Georges St-Pierre weighed in, saying Islam has a better submission game, while Khabib's strength lies in takedowns and control. Then there's the legacy angle. Khabib retired undefeated, a rare feat in combat sports, but Islam is still fighting, riding a 15-fight win streak. He's already the #1 pound-for-pound fighter, according to Dana White, and he's closing in on Anderson Silva's record for consecutive wins. So, who's better? Khabib's dominance was unparalleled, but Islam's well-rounded game and ongoing career are making a strong case. It might come down to what you value more, an unblemished record or a diverse skill set. Thanks for tuning in. Who's your lightweight GOAT, Khabib or Islam? Will Makhachev versus Muhammad happen? Drop your thoughts below. For more MMA content, like, share, and subscribe.